What's up everyone, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. Sony's PlayStation 4 event just wrapped up and without spoilers, they announced the PS4. So let me go ahead and run down everything you could expect when you finally get to see it this holiday season. So Sony took the stage at about a 2.5-hour event to sort of unveil the PS4. So the good stuff, it is going to be coming holidays 2013. But let me talk about what they didn't show before we get into what they did, because that really was a lot of the story. So they did not show the actual console. They didn't mention any sort of price. And they also didn't mention 4K, so maybe we'll see something around E3-ish where they finally unveil all that information. It was disappointing though to not see the actual console. So what's going to be controlling that console? Well, your brand new DualShock 4. All the rumors were true. The pictures that we saw were exactly what we ended up getting. It's going to be powered with motion capabilities and a small touchscreen right above the analog sticks. Right where we expected. It looks like an evolution of the DualShock controller, which has been pretty good for Sony over years past. So you're pretty light on specs of PlayStation 4, except that it's going to have a supercharged PC architecture, x86 CPU, enhanced PC GPU, 8 gigs of RAM, and a local storage of unknown size. So we kind of knew all that anyway. So some of the cool stuff they did announce: remote screen via the PS Vita. Think about what the Wii U does and put that on the PlayStation. Essentially, if you've got a Vita and if the game supports it, you'll be able to take that game and go with you and play it anywhere you are. So if your wife, for example, wants to watch a cooking show or a wedding show and you want to play your game, you can go ahead and do that assuming you've got a Vita. They did say it's not natively going to support PS3 games, but before you get all sad, Gakkai, it was the cloud company that Sony bought a few months back, actually about a year ago now. They did say they are going to try to kind of backlog the entire library, essentially be able to stream the games. They didn't give any information whether or not they're actually going to be able to do it, but they did make a point to say that they are trying, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. Some other cool stuff we saw: when you download a game, you'll be able to play it pretty much instantly. You don't have to wait for all 20 gigs of the game to download. As soon as the first bit starts, you can actually start playing, which is pretty cool. Some other neat stuff: you can allow friends to essentially take over your game and help you. So if you're stuck at a game and you need Joey Davidson to help you, you go ahead and just hit him up and he can take over for a few minutes and beat that hard level or beat the boss for you. They showed an absolute ton of games. I mean a ton of games, including Killzone, a game called Drive Club, Final Fantasy is back, Diablo, Destiny. So Bungie's gone independent, working with Activision. That'll be coming to the PS4, and the graphics look, as expected, insanely awesome. We don't know is what the output resolution is going to be, if it's going to have 4K, but the games do look great. Think of it as sort of what the cut screens in PS3 games look like, but assume you can do pretty much all of that while you are playing. So a few things here. Obviously, the graphics are going to improve as the console develops. We saw that with the PS3's life cycle. They didn't give any more information, unfortunately, about the console, but what you can expect, again, it'll be here holidays of 2013. Don't know what it's going to look like, but we do know it's going to be coming. We also don't know price. So all the big questions you wanted to know, only one of them got answered, and that was just the date. Overall, though, things are looking pretty good. It's Microsoft's move now to respond with the next generation Xbox, but we can finally say the next generation of consoles is coming. PS3 is yesterday's news, Xbox 360 yesterday's news. It is all about this gen. So what do you guys think? Are you excited about the PS4? Are you going to upgrade? Are you going to not upgrade? Depending on the price. Did you like the games? I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything Sony and PS4 related. Seems even weird to say PS4 and not PS3. If you liked the video or you like the PS3, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to have the support. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. I'll see you guys in the next video.